Today we find ourselves flying from Birmingham Airport in the Midlands in England all the way over to Burgas Airport in Bulgaria on our trip to Sunny Beach. What we have done is booked the cheapest DIY, do-it-yourself, all-inclusive trip to Bulgaria. So that includes flights, all booked separately, accommodation and transfers. Our flight from Birmingham was with Jet2 and was the cheapest flight available on their site on the 4th of June. We flew out on the 5th of June on the 3 from Birmingham. However, it was an hour and a half delayed. Not sure why, but having a look on Flight Radar, it seems to be that all the flights to, or a lot of flights to Burgas in Bulgaria are delayed. So having landed and arrived safely in Burgas, we hunted down our driver. We booked the transfer service through booking.com. I'm going to let you know about all the prices later on today, but we did get a discount. We did find her. She was stood waiting with our names on a board, and we were very promptly then escorted to her vehicle, which took about 25-30 minutes from the airport down to Sunny Beach. Unfortunately, it was dark. We couldn't really see an awful lot that was going on there along the way, but it was a nice, pleasant drive. It was smooth. We only nearly died once, but a car was overtaking on the wrong side of the road. But you know, take the chance these days. From what we could see driving in, it was very pleasant. Everything was very clean. It was a very nice place. She was very chatty. And Eloise, she's lived in Bulgaria all her life. Shout out to her for picking us up, even though we were late, and she'd been at the airport for a couple of hours waiting for us, because she didn't for some reason track the flight, and I don't know why. I did contact them and send them a message saying we were running late, but I don't think they got it. But as I say, it was a nice drive down, and it was still, I mean, we passed places, and it was still saying it was 30 degrees. It was very muggy. And after being stuck in the airport for a few hours and then on the flight for just over 3 hours, it was, it was a bit much. So I was quite looking forward to getting to the hotel just to have a little bit of a change and a freshen up, because it was a long day. It was a long day, and we'd actually tried to do it as cheap as possible as well, because the plan originally was we were getting a local train and to the station, but there was an issue with one of our friends, and we had to go and help. So we had to go re-pick our car back up. We were actually running really late for the airport, and even though the flight was delayed, we were actually quite grateful, because it gave us a little bit extra time, because we actually arrived at the airport we arrived back at the airport with about an hour's notice. An hour to go. So yeah, it kind of worked in our favour, but we were absolutely shattered, and we just wanted to have a chill and maybe go for a drink, which is what we did. We only got changed and just quickly popped out into town, which is just around the corner from the hotel. It is literally like a 2 or 3 minute walk to the main area, which was extremely interesting in itself. I mean, by this point now, it was about 1:30 in the morning, probably closer to 2 o'clock, and we found a few bits open, mainly if you're looking for strip clubs and tattooists, then there are plenty of them on hand and can facilitate your needs at 2 o'clock in the morning. We didn't really go very far. We just wanted to walk around and get our bearings for tomorrow, and we went and had a little drink and found actually the prices of drink was extremely cheap. A pint and a cocktail in this bar came to about £4.50, which was ridiculously cheap, and that seems to be the case across the board as well. There was nowhere really massively expensive for food or drink, which I will detail in the video a bit later on. So if you're looking at prices and everything like that, then keep watching, because I think some of it will blow your mind. So if you want to see part 2 to this video, then please like and subscribe, and come back and see the next video, which will be with us very, very soon. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the channel if you've never been here before. I have booked probably the cheapest all-inclusive hotel I could find in Europe. Well, sort of Europe. But this is called the MPM. I don't actually know what that means. Kalina Gardens, which is in the lovely sunny beach in Bulgaria. And we have paid less than £20 a night for all-inclusive at this hotel. Let's go and take a look around and take you through to the room and see what we get for our £20. If you are following the channel, there are some shorts that are up at the moment that will give you some better idea of stuff that's going on here. There's actually quite a bit, to be honest, even down to like kids entertainment and stuff. But let's go in, let's go up. Well, we finally reached the 4th floor because that's where our room is on the moment. It's 411. Look at the view. Let's amazing. Oh yeah, you okay? Now we actually arrived last night, but we had a mare yesterday getting here. One of our friends, he lives in like a council, like temporary accommodation, and basically they wanted him to move out immediately, to move him into a new place because there'd been some sort of problem with the landlord. And here we are. So we were kind of halfway to the airport. I didn't think we were going to make it because we flew back literally in the car to go help him out, and then we eventually made the flight, and it was running late as well. It was delayed by an hour, so it actually kind of done us a favour. But so this is the room. Let's just take you through a few bits. The aircon doesn't work. That's the first thing to note. The aircon is broken. I've reported it, then they may have fixed it since then. Basic room, nothing much to shout about. Beds are comfy, pillows are soft. There's plenty of storage space. And the bathroom, nice big shower, nice big area for under sink, big mirror, doesn't bother me. Mirror, TV, sofa, not sat on that yet, probably we'll do it at some point. And then out here, and I think the reason why obviously this room was quite cheap as well, because we've got a road view, we've got nothing, no major view to write home about. There is some kind of wheel over there, we're going to have a look at that tonight, later on today. But the view over the town, even though we've not got a sea view or a pool view, but someone else's pool view, if you can see down there. I mean, we can see that pool, so kind of probably is built as a pool view room with that. But the view over here is actually really good, and I don't know if the camera can make out the mountains at the back. It's very nice, and for the price, absolutely crazy. I mean, even down to the flights, we paid £74 return each with Jet2 for the flight. Yes, it hasn't been much of a great experience because of the delays and stuff like that, but look, you can't complain. We've literally worked it out that this is cost per person. There's only 2 of us, but it works out £143 each for 3 days, 2 nights, 3 days. That's flights, accommodation, transfers. We got a taxi from the airport last night. Again, if you watch any of my shorts, you'll see that. I posted a video on the way. I'm going to try and post some more stuff. I've got loads backed up at the moment that I don't even know when or if this is go out, because I've never done this before, and I'm not doing it to make a living. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing it to blog my travels, because we do go away quite a lot. You know, maybe you enjoy it, maybe you don't. If you do, then you know, it's really helpful if you do subscribe to the channel, and you can help me make more content. I will be updating as the day goes on, so if you do want to see what we're up to and where we're going, then please give us a like, a share, and you know, subscribe if you can. I do absolutely love this lift. It's probably one of the first times I've been in a proper glass lift. I think I did a few years ago, maybe. I can't remember, but I do like this lift. The only problem is the queue for it always is forever, and then it stops at every single floor on the way down, which is fine. We're on holiday. Who's moaning? I'm not moaning. We pay £20 a night for an all-inclusive hotel. If I've got to wait 10 minutes for a lift, I mean, I think I can just about manage that. What we're going to do now, we're going to do a quick spin through the hotel. We'll take you to the dinner area and show you what's going on, actually. And then we're going to grab a drink and go outside and sit by the pool. It's great for kids as well. I mean, I wouldn't call it a child-friendly hotel as such, but I mean, they've got a little games room here. I mean, they're trying, and that's, you know, I wouldn't say it's catered towards kids. The food certainly isn't catered towards kids. Like my son would even struggle to eat here if I brought him here. But for me, I mean, I pretty much eat anything anyway, so I mean, I'm not sort of struggle for me. But I think some would, and that's what some of the reviews said, I think, about this hotel with the food. But they're never going to win any Michelin stars, don't get me wrong, but it's hot, it's filling, it's tasty. And to be honest with you, I can't fault it. Pastas, tzatziki, which is actually really nice. We already had lunch today. And breakfast as well. Breakfast is weird. But then you're in a foreign country and you adapt to that weirdness. The quirkiness of it all. And then the cooking the fish. Earlier on there was baklava, quite a lot of things on it. It seems like the dessert area has been demolished. Take you back out just to see over there. Overlook the pool. The pool's actually, it's cold, but then what do you expect? It's cheap. Again, that's something that I didn't know on the reviews of this place. People did moan about how cold the pool was, but it's not like the hotel can help that. Far from. Apparently the sea's much warmer than the pool, so we are going to go over to the Black Sea later and give another gander at that. This part here is over to 11 o'clock at night, but we can get drinks all day. The lager here is quite nice. The spirits with some premium, mostly local, but again, when you pay so little, you can't even. Where can you go in the UK and have a drink for less than £20 for 2 people? It just can't be done. It cannot be done. So what we're going to do is just walk down to the other bar now. Apparently, they serve cocktails. So we're going to go and see if we can grab ourselves a cocktail. It's a big place. It's a really big place. I like it. I've stayed in far worse. you do the cocktails here?
Cocktail?
Yeah. Can you get 2 pina coladas?
No pina coladas.
No pina coladas. Sorry?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow for pina colada. Okay. 2 Blue Lagoon or something like that?
Okay.
Yeah. What do you recommend? Which one's the best one? Which one's the best one? Which one would you recommend? No. What's the best cocktail? Which one's the best?
Sex on the beach, mojito, blue.
Okay. Give us 2 secs on the beach. 2 secs on the beach. Yeah.
Ice.
Yes, please. It's worth noting that the hotel hasn't got any kind of shop where you can get bits and pieces from, but literally you come out the hotel doors, which I've just done, cross the road, and you've literally got pharmacy and shop. Oh shit! Nearly. That was embarrassing. Pharmacy and a shop. They pretty much sell everything. The shop is quite interesting because you can buy. We had to go to the shop here and get some deodorant because we flew with any hand luggage. Obviously, you couldn't take 100ml through. Didn't actually take any deodorant with us. Well stocked shop, by the way, and not expensive like you'd expect. We bought some deodorant in there earlier on, and if you are a dirty, horrible, addicted smoker like I am, then let's say a pack of cigarettes, even brandy cigarettes like international brandy cigarettes, are cheaper to buy than a deodorant, which is quite scary really. But yeah, it's a good shop, decent shop. You've also got property place, tattooist, souvenir shop, and just over the road here you've got Hotel Cuban, which if you're into the whole nightlife scene and banging music, then that's probably your place to go. I don't know how much that was, it wasn't on the list. Like I said, we were booking the cheapest holiday, all-inclusive holiday we could find, and Hotel Kalina Gardens was it. Just before we finish this. Oh yeah.
Hello.
You okay? Let's have a quick wander around the shop. Equal alcohol. We've got everything, to be fair. What I'm going to do now is so like for local vodka 22, it's really cheap. Everything is ridiculously cheap. I'll put a conversion rate up afterwards, but everything is just stupid cheap. What I'm going to do now is just sign off this one and close this one down and post this video, and then tonight we'll look at dinner and the local area, see what's around, and see what you can do. But it's worth bearing in mind. I mean, the hotel that this hotel, it's not 5-star. They say it's 4-star. It probably is. But it's pleasant. It's nice. It's got everything you need, and the food's okay. I don't know what else you want. But anyway, like I said, like and subscribe if you can, and I'll be very grateful. And I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back and thanks for joining me for part 3 of our budget Bulgaria trip, where we have paid just £20 per person per night for 3 days and 2 nights at this all-inclusive hotel in Bulgaria, the Kalina Garden Hotel in Sunny Beach. This includes breakfast, lunch and dinner, as well as all the drinks, both alcohol and non-alcoholic. So I just want to do a quick recap. If you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, I'll link it here now, but please go watch them. We'll be heading out later on to show you around the local area, so please stay tuned for that. Reviews for this hotel are not the best. I'm going to pop some up shortly from TripAdvisor. Well, a lot was saying how dirty it was, and unfriendly the staff were, and how bad the food was. I mean, as I've said previously, it's winning no awards, but it's clean. The staff always seemed to be clearing the plates from the tables, and there was always cleaning something up. And every interaction I had with the staff was a good one, including reception. So, I mean, I don't really understand where those reviews came from. I mean, could have been different staff. I don't know. Food wasn't perfect, but, you know, unless you're ultra picky, there is something for everyone. And I did see at dinner time a basic selection for kids: fish fingers, chicken nuggets, onion rings and chips. But I wouldn't say it's a great kids destination. I wouldn't take my son there. But the food was hot. It was a good variety, and I didn't get ill, so that's always a bonus. We did ask for a late checkout, but unfortunately they couldn't facilitate it because they were fully booked. But what we did do was genius. As our flight back to Birmingham wasn't until 9 PM, ideally we wanted to stay and freshen up before we left. I paid for it. I obviously didn't expect anything for free. But obviously they were fully booked, so we went to our old favourite booking.com, and we booked a hotel 100 yards down the road for 18 quid. And they let us check in at 1 PM, so we had the use of that for the rest of the day. It was only a basic hotel, there was nothing special. I'll pop a video up at the end. I took a quick video of that. What we did do is, when we did check out at midday from Kalina Gardens, we didn't actually hand our wristbands in. So we enjoyed the drinks and the food for an extra couple of hours at Kalina Gardens, and a little rest and relaxation around the pool before we went back off to the other hotel to get showered and changed, ready for our flights. I've just popped a couple of these reviews up just so you can see them yourselves, really. And we all kind of go about the same thing. They're all about the food and the staff, and how the bedding wasn't changed and stuff like that, and the room wasn't serviced, and I just didn't have that experience. I mean, we had our room cleaned and the bedding changed after night 1. And I'm not calling any of these people liars or saying they're wrong. It just wasn't the experience that we had while we were there. I mean, some reviews are old. I think when the season ended last year, because basically in Bulgaria, I think in September everything just stops at the end of September. So maybe it was that, but certainly we didn't experience anything like this at all. Nothing at all. And while we're on the subject of food, let's head over to the restaurant and see what they had to offer. I mean, there were some quirky selections, don't get me wrong. But I mean, overall, like I said, it was edible, and there was certainly something for everybody. And I did say earlier, you'd have to be ultra picky to find it a problem. And I know some people are, some people are not. But you know, when you balance it up against the price that we've paid, then I'm sorry, but it's for me, it's a win. I mean, if any of you guys are watching this and have actually stayed there before and experienced the bad side of it, I mean, let me know in the comments, because I just can't see I can't see it. I can't see it. Like I said, I'm not calling anyone out, but you know, drop us a comment. Let me know if you stayed there and what your experience was. for those of you wanting a more familiar taste of home, then Mackey's is literally about 3 or 4 minutes away by walking from the hotel. We're going to have a look down here. Like I said, it's literally 2 or 3 minutes from the hotel, so we're going to go down and see what's about. We did come down here last night, in all honesty, but we didn't get here till 12:30. It was half while anything that was open was strip clubs and tattoo parlours, realistically, and nightclubs. We're going to have a wander around shortly, and let's see what we can find. We never close. I think someone's selling porky pies there. Loads of pizza. Everywhere we're selling pizza. You get a slice of pizza for about £2, but it's a massive slice. And loads of pastries and donuts and everything. Oh, it's selections everywhere you go. This bar on the beach, I forget what it was actually called now, but absolutely amazing. It was like a perfect sunset right there. And it's literally a 10-minute walk down the mall, where there's lots of shops. It's a bit like Turkish markets, but not as bad. So you can pick up like bags and stuff like that, and it's obviously, you know, I wouldn't use the F word, but it might be not be real. But it's this has an amazing view. Cocktails were 2 for 1 here as well, so we stayed at a couple in there. And like I said, it's only about a 10-minute walk from the hotel, just at normal pace. But there's also lots of other places to stop at. We just stopped here just because really liked the look of the place. The only downside was the music was really loud. You obviously hear it in the video because of copyright reasons, but it was really loud, and it was just a bit of a shame really, because we would have stayed there longer. But this place was genuinely like paradise. Absolutely like paradise. You thought you was on your own private sort of beach. It was really nice. And then before we knew it, it was time to go home, and we had to leave paradise behind and head back to the airport to catch our flight back to Birmingham. It was a real sad situation. Just want to say thanks to everyone who's watched the videos. It's really appreciated, and if you could like and subscribe, you know, it costs nothing, and it just helps. I would be really appreciated, and thank you so much, and we hope to see you in the next one, which shouldn't be too long, I wouldn't have thought. I have got some footage outstanding I need to edit, so I'm going to catch up on all of that. And if you're a bit of an aviation geek, then hang about for the last minute of the video for some bonus footage. Thanks guys, see you soon, goodbye.